Very long time we are meeting.
Yes, yes, sir. I tried to connect with you many times, but somehow
Yes.
I couldn't connect you.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And
So
talking to you in English was in my bucket list, I would say.
in your bucket list.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what was the reason? Why did you want to talk to me so eagerly?
Because I'm very impressed. I got motivated by watching your some videos
Okay.
because
Okay. That's
you are very good speaker. I I
okay.
have noticed. Okay, so that's why. That's the reason.
Okay. Means you like my
And,
speaking.
there is also one reason behind that we are also in the same community. Okay, that's
Oh
why I'm I also belong to Sandal community. So that's
yes.
why
Yes.
uh, this is the reason.
Okay. Okay. So where are you from? And would you like to introduce yourself at first, like so that people can also know, and I
Of
can also
course.
know a little bit about you.
So first of all, thank you very much for giving me this beautiful opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. My name is Bablu Kisku. I am from Hooghly, West Bengal. Talking about my qualification, I have completed masters in English literature. If I talk about my interest, I love to play cricket, football, chess, and having conversation with different kinds of people. And by profession, right now, I am a teacher, and I am hardworking and optimistic. That's all about me. And thank you for
Yes.
asking.
Yeah, it was a great introduction. And you have done mastery, like, what did you say, like, bachelor's in mastery of like English,
I have done master's degree in English.
English literature. Yes, yes. So great thing. So right now you are teaching in a school.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what kind of school are you teaching? Like, is there any kind of government school or private school?
Government high school. I teach in a government high
Okay.
school. So would you
Yes, yes. So
mind
you,
giving me your introduction? Would you mind
yes, yes,
giving introduction?
yes, yes, yes. Okay, so first of all, thank you very much for giving me this chance to talk about myself. I'm Kamal Suran and I'm from Jharkhand, Gota district. If I talk about my qualifications, so I have done my graduation as well as I am teaching in a private school and running a YouTube channel named English Talk with Kamal. And if I talk about my hobby, so I love to teach students, talking with new people, and learning something new all the time. So this is all about me. And thank you very much for asking me about myself. So now
It's
we can
good to
continue our talk.
it's good to know about yourself.
Yes, yes. So
So
what
you are
is
for the first time. You're meeting for the first time. So I have a lot of questions to you. Okay. First of
yes,
all,
yes.
tell me how have you improved your spoken skill? How have you improved? Tell me something about your journey, spoken journey.
Okay, okay. So in many of my videos, like I have already talked about all these things. Now, like I think like if you want to learn something new or some kind of skills or something you want to achieve, okay, in your life. So like we need to have some kind of the region for that thing, and that should be like very strong region. And if you do not have any kind of region, then maybe like you would start doing those things, but after some time you will not be consistent for that thing. Nah? Means after some time you will stop doing all those things. So this is the main thing. Like most of the people always give up and they are not getting the right guidance. But I had a very strong reason for learning this language. So if I talk about many few years back when I was in class 10th 12th, okay, so that time in 12th, okay, so after completion of my 12th standard I came to my private school and there I started teaching. Okay, so in that school like everybody was speaking in English, but before that like I had no idea about English because I was from Hindi medium. So when I came back into my school, so there everybody was speaking in English. And when I met my teachers, okay, so that time they also asked me in English, but I did not know how to speak in English, even though like I could understand little bit, not too much. Okay, so I directly said to my teacher, like all the teachers, that I am unable to speak English because in my school we do not speak English, but I can understand. So like I just lied them, but like I was unable to understand even. So that was the first thing. Like that time, my condition was very bad in English. So even though like I was good at grammar, but when it comes to speaking English, so that time like I was very bad because we never speak in English. You may understand. So but like after that what I did, like after the completion of my 12th standard, I started teaching in that school. Okay, so because I was good at mathematics, so I started teaching maths, and every day I used to teach. But some kind of problems I used to face because the books were in English. Okay, so in English medium school there are lots of different types of words. Even though like those words are not very tough, but still for me it was a little bit difficult. Okay, but what I started doing, like I started watching some kind of YouTube videos for learning something and the meaning of those words. Okay, and by that way, like I was good at like mathematics, as well as like I could understand, I could teach. Okay, but after some time what happened, like I also thought that I should speak English because the small kid was also speaking English, so I tried to speak English. Okay, I tried to learn speaking English, but like I could not continue. I just give up because of not having right guidance. And also like teacher used to ask me that, Kamal, if you want to learn English and if you have any kind of doubts, then just come to us and ask us, we will answer you. But I did not have that much courage to ask them because I used to feel some kind of shy, or maybe like what people will think about me now, what others will think about me, because the small kids are also speaking English and I don't know. So like I never tried to speak in English and I never spoke. But once in my school there was a program. Okay, it was 15th of August. Okay, Independence Day. And that time, like all the teachers who were speaking in English and who used to host the stage, so they went to their home because of some personal reason. And that time, like we did not have any teachers for hosting the whole program. Okay, and we have to speak. And there were also some teachers who were good at English. Okay, they were speaking English, and some miss were also there. Okay, ma'am, so they were good at English, but like they did not have courage to come onto the stage for speaking English. So
Right, right.
everybody just requested me, Kamal, you can do, because I can say that you can do, you should go to the stage and speak. Okay, so when I heard this thing, so it was quite difficult for me, but still like I said, okay, I will do. And that time, like before that program, I just remembered lots of words and lots of like speeches related to Independence Day. Okay, and how to host this, so and this type of thing. But when the day came, okay, in that day, like I have to speak. Okay, at first, like for welcoming others. Okay, so I just get onto the stage and took the mic and started speaking in front of lots of people. But because I have mugged up all the thing, and I was not like I did not know everything, like I was not fluent and I did not have like conscious knowledge about everything. So when I started speaking, then at first I spoke a little bit good. Okay, but after some time, like I started fumbling, I started sweating a lot, and lots of people were watching me. Okay, lots of people were gauging me. So because of that thing, like I also started having butterflies in my stomach. I felt too much nervousness, and because of that thing, like I could not continue. Even like I could not speak for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and I just left the stage. Because we do not know at first when we are speaking English or anything. So when we are holding mic, so we do not know that what should be the distance of the microphone from your mouth. So like when you hear your own voice into the like loudspeaker, so that time it will be different experience, everything will be different. So because of that thing, like I could not continue and I just left the stage and I came back to the behind the stage, and there like I said that I cannot speak, I'm unable to speak. And everybody was
Right.
praising me that, "Come, you did good, you did good," but still I was not happy with it. Okay, and I thought that now I will never go to the stage. Okay, so that time, like that day, I did not come in front of people. There were lots of people, so I just went inside a room and just I stayed there the whole program. Okay, throughout the program, and I did not come outside. And because of that thing, like after completion of that program, I thought that what should I do? And I was unable to face those people who were watching at me, na? Because that time I could not speak properly and I could not complete my sentences. I just came down of the stage. Okay, so because of that thing, like I was feeling too much shy, embarrassment, insulted. Oh, and I thought that what should I do now? I have like two options. One would be like I would never come onto the stage and I will never be able to face those people because I will feel some kind of not good. Okay, so and the second thing is that I would learn this language and I would just start speaking it. Okay, so I choose the second option, that I would learn this language by anyhow, by hooks and by crooks. And by that way, like from that day, like I wrote down everything. Okay, like the goal for myself that next year at the same place at the same date I will be speaking English in front of lots of people with very confident. So this was my goal that day. Like I wrote into my diary and I started making plans, and I just ordered the book at the same time, same day, and some kind of pen drive for learning speaking English. And just from there, like I started speaking. Okay, and the like journey kept going on. Okay, because if you have strong why, so you will like always feel motivation. And whenever I used to feel some kind of stress and some kind of unbearable thing, that I am unable to speak, I'm unable to practice, so that time what I used to do, I always used to think about those situations, that situation where I felt insulted. So that insulted, that thing always reminded me and always motivated me that, Kamal, you have to learn this language, you have to speak, you have to practice, because next year uh, you have to speak in front of people. And I did it. And right now, like, I'm able to speak in front of lots of people in English, as well as like on stage. Okay, so this
Now
was
you
like
can
after that.
rock. Yes, yes. Now you can rock on the stage because this that incident you pushed yourself a lot to learn this
Yes,
language. I can see.
yes, you're right. So this was the journey, and I thought that I should practice every day. And whenever I did not used to feel good, but still, like, I always used to push myself that you have to do, even though you are not feeling good, even though you are, no matter like how the weather is, no matter how the situation is, I have to speak English. So this is like I did. Hello, hello. Okay, hello.
About my speaking journey, I started my speaking journey 4 or 5 months ago. And earlier, though I know English, basically, as right now I am English teacher, but earlier I didn't focus. I didn't focus on speaking part. I used to focus earlier on grammar part, reading, writing. So these are the parts I am very good. Okay, but in terms of speaking, I am not so much good because most of the times whenever I try to speak something, I face a lot of difficulties because I fumble sometimes, or right words, right vocabs doesn't come from my mouth. Okay, so these are the difficulties or problems I face. But day by day, right now I am improving myself. So that's why I am here in this group, also in this application. I always on daily basis try to speak a lot of people whenever I get free time. And the reason for my learning or speaking this language is that though I am a teacher, so learning this language or speaking this language is my burning desire. And I am married also, and I have a kid. He is 6.5 years old. So that's why I want to give him proper English speaking background. Okay. And apart from that, I want to teach my students, all the students, in
Yeah,
fluent English. I want to give them also speaking proper speaking English background. So these are the reasons behind learning this language.
yeah. You're right. You're right. Like, because you are an English teacher, you are an English teacher, so there you need to learn this language. Because if you are not good at speaking English, you are not good at English. So like, a student will not get too much motivation from you. If you are very good at that thing, you are very much mastered in that thing. So student will also get inspired, and they would try to be like you. So for that reason, we should also try to make ourselves better and better.
Yes, yes. And
Yeah,
there are also another reason I would say that most of the speakers, most of the learners also, they speak very fluent English nowadays. I can see by watching some YouTube videos, I get to know that there are very good speakers also, but they belong to very they don't have any English speaking background. They don't know too much grammar. So I also got motivated from those types of learners. Okay, so apart from that,
yeah,
in spite of having a lot of knowledge in grammar, so I also talk to myself why I can't speak English properly. Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
these are the things always motivated me. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So, what would you like to talk about all those teachers? Like, there are lots of teachers. They are very good at grammar. Okay, and they are teaching grammar for competition exam, and they are very much mastered in their own field. Okay, the master of their own craft. Okay, and they are teaching very nicely and very much. Okay, but like they do not know how to speak English, and many of the times
Yes,
student
yes.
also say that this
So yes,
teacher
yes.
speak. What is your
So
view about
in
it?
my perspective, perspective, I would say that having lot of knowledge on grammar is totally different side. Okay. So if you want to
Yeah.
speak this language, you have to speak. You have to keep on practicing every single day, and don't delve
Right.
into the grammar part. Don't delve into. Okay, because there are
Yeah.
lots of grammars in English, and we don't know. We should not learn all the grammars for speaking purposes. We should know only some basic grammar for tenses, voice, narration, and parts of speech. These are the very basic grammar. I can say we should learn at the initial stage, and the
Yes. Yes.
people always give that their excuses. They don't have any speaking English background. They don't have any partner. But I would say that these are the very lame excuses for their side. Okay, because if you have to create your own environment by yourself. Nobody will
Yes. Yes.
come to you to help you to create such type of environment. You have to move forward. You have to push yourself for speaking this language, and
Right. Right.
you
Right.
have to always keep on practicing, and be it by talking to yourself in front of mirror, in mirror practice, shadowing practice. There are lots of techniques nowadays. We can do our by ourselves, and this is also up to ourselves how we try to practice, how we should learn this language. Okay, this is totally up to ourselves. So I would suggest
Yes. Yes.
to all the beginners also, though I am also beginner, but I can say that having knowledge of grammar is not a big deal. Okay, so you have to so I can give you an example that if you want to be a swimmer, if you want to be a swimmer, you don't know, need to read the read the books how to swim in the river. You have to jump in the river. Okay. So similarly,
Yes.
if you want to be a speaker, you have to speak this language day by day. One day, sooner or later, you will be a very good speaker. And in case of there are some mistakes we make. Okay, so mistakes are not a great deal. Everybody makes
Yes.
mistakes. I even teachers make mistakes, native speakers make mistakes. We have to embrace our mistakes.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
we have to overcome all the situation by practicing day by day. So
Right.
by gradually we will improve.
Yes. Yes. You're right. You're right. First,
And
like we have
nowadays,
to ask.
yes, yes, nowadays I have seen that many people from Jharkhand, they can speak very good English, like a fluent speaker.
Yes.
And I have seen that Jadu, viral by Jadu, he also speak
Yeah.
very fluent English. Everybody
Right.
must known him. Okay, so do you
Hmm.
speak to Jadu? Do you speak?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I have. I have. Once I talked to him, and it was a very good experience. Having a conversation with him.
So how far is your house from Jadu?
It's a little bit far. Okay, I can say like too much far, not very near.
Yes, yes. But he also belongs to Jharkhand. That's why I'm asking you.
Yes. Yes. So not too much. Like we can go. Okay, like 1 hour, 2 hour. We'll take maybe less than that also.
Okay. So do you like traveling? Do you
Yes,
like traveling?
I'll. Yeah, but I don't travel too much. But I like. I think like we should travel because when we are traveling, so that time we are learning lots of things, different kinds of things. So it is very important to have
So
the
have you
experience.
visited our state West Bengal?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I did. I have. Once I went to West Bengal in I think 2020 or 2023. Not 2012 or 2013. So that time I went to Kolkata for picnic purpose, and I
Okay.
saw there lots of things like Kali Ghat Mandir, as well as like lots of things like Howrah Bridge and Eco Park or Nico Park was there. So lots of
Yes,
things.
yes,
So I
Eco Park and also, and there is Eco Park is also. Okay.
yes, yes. So I have visited all those places. Yeah, and also like lots of people go Digha beach.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So tell me, as you have said that you are also a teacher, so could you please tell me what's your next goal or next ambition? Because you are learning this language right now, I must say that you are very good speaker. And so, what do you want to be? What do you want to do in future?
Okay. Yeah, in future, like I want to be a very good teacher, like best teacher of any subject. Okay, whatever I'm teaching, so they're like I want to be the best, so that I can make my children understand about whatever I'm teaching. So this is what like I want to do, because I want to be in teaching field. I love teaching, so that is why. And also like if I'm getting a chance to do something else, so I would also love to do those things. Right now, like it is the time of creation, digital creation. So I'm also trying to do some kind of digital creativity. Okay, like I also try to open some kind of theme page business on Instagram. Okay, so like yeah, there you when you are watching some kind of podcast or some kind of interview, so out of those long video, you can select some kind of the highlight parts, like where people are talking about something good. Okay, and they are adding some kind of value, so you can also take out that clip, small clip, and after that you can also upload into Instagram or any other type of platforms. Okay, and from there like you can also grow your audience, and then like you can also build a business, a kind of. So I am also trying to do those type of thing, as well as like affiliate is also there. So if you have a very good audience, so there you can also do affiliate marketing, as well as like one more thing I tried, and that was like Pinterest marketing. Okay, so they're like I touched around like 1 million for okay views. So that I got.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, hello. Yeah, after that, like because of some reason, I got suspended in that Pinterest. So this is what like I am doing. But my ultimate goal is to be a very good teacher.
So could you please tell me earlier, did you take any coaching center for learning this language or any institute? Did you go to any institute?
Yeah, honestly, if I take say, then like once I went for learning this language, but I could not continue. Okay, I went only for 15 days, maybe, or less than 15 days, 15 days or 20 days around this. Okay, so in Patna, when I was in Patna for my 12th standard. Okay, so that time I thought that I should learn speaking English, because everybody was good at speaking English, and I can say all the subjects I took mathematics science. Okay, so that time like everything was in English. Okay, math, chemistry, and physics, everything was in English. So that time like I was facing problems, so I thought that I should learn speaking English, and I joined a coaching institute. But when I started going there, they were teaching tenses. Okay, so I did not feel good, and I just stopped going there. Only for like 15 to 20 days I went there. So this was like offline coaching. And if I talk about online, so joined I joined, okay, like 2 3 for practicing
So
purpose.
I have also noticed that most of the teaching and most of the students from such types of spoken English centers, they are not able to speak properly after taking a lot of courses. Okay, maybe after
Yeah,
6 months or after 1 year. So what is the reason for they are unable to speak English?
yeah, I can say like teacher can only teach you the concept of grammar, or the concept of speaking, the framework, whatever is necessary for learning speaking English. But you ultimately you have to do the hard work by yourself. You have to speak, you have to practice more and more. So what, like then that time when I was learning, so I was just wondering. Okay, I did not have any kind of atmosphere, but I wanted to learn because I had a very strong goal. Okay, so I thought that by anyhow I had to learn, by hooks by the crooks. And because of the thing, like I started joining one teacher to another teacher, and there I started learning. And because of practice partners, okay, I was in the search of practice partners. That time I did not know that there are some applications where we can practice with people, so I had no idea. And people, why they are not learning, because I think they do not give too much time for practicing English. So they have to speak practice, they have to speak in their day-to-day life, and they have to make the atmosphere like English speaking atmosphere in mobile. Like they have to start watching some kind of English thing, like whenever they open their mobile. So the screen should be in English. Now all the videos in the screen should appear in English.
Yes.
So once they are starting listening to people in English, so they will also be habitual of listening to people and understanding people. And this is how like we can understand, I think. And most of the people are not ready to come out of their comfort zone, because when we are doing
Right.
speaking, okay, so
Absolutely.
that we have to come out of our comfort zone, because we do not feel good at speaking. The right words will not come, right sentences will not come, but still we have to do. I think this is the main reason.
And one reason is behind that most of the learners, they don't have any focused goal. Okay, they are not
Yes,
determined also. I would say. So there are
yes,
three parts of learning this language. I can say they are discipline, dedication, and discipline, dedication, and determination. Okay,
yeah,
so we should have
yeah,
these three D's. If we are not disciplined, determined, and diligent, we are not able to do anything in our life, be it learning anything or whatever in our field. Okay.
yes, yes,
So,
yes,
so
yeah,
there are also four pillars. There are four pillars for learning this language. They are LSRW: listening,
yeah,
speaking, reading, and writing. So, which
yeah.
is the most important part for learning this language according to you?
Okay, most important part, I can say like all the parts are very important, but I think like we should try to speak more and more, because our goal is to speak. And once we start speaking, then automatically we will start learning. But for that thing also, like we have to listen to people, because when we listen to people, then we can know the right pronunciation of the word, how they are using those words, what is the situational use of those words, as well as like intonation, where we have to speak a little bit louder, with little bit like less, force we have to give. So we also have to listen to people. And when we are watching people, so there we will also get to know about the body language, how they are speaking, while speaking, what kind of body language they are showing.
Right,
So this is also important,
absolutely.
important speaking.
Yes. At the initial stage, we should, if we don't have any speaking background, so we should. What I did that I can say that I basically used to learn a lot. Okay, at the initial stage for learning this language, because I
Yeah,
don't have such type of environment. So that's why I thought that I should listen at first, because the learners or the speakers, how they speak, what kinds of sentences are used, what types of phrases or idioms they are using in their conversation. So
yeah,
by learning or by watching those videos, I got to know that okay, so I am very much aware of these kinds of words, but I cannot assemble all these things. Okay,
yeah,
so
yes,
after listening a lot, so I start speaking. Okay,
yes,
because learning is speaking and listening and speaking go in hand. Okay, so that's why
yeah,
I used to listen a lot, and after that I tried to speaking. Okay.
right, right. Yes. And there is also saying that if you are reading something now, so they're like you will learn only 10%. And when you are touching that thing, and I guess like if you are seeing that thing, so there you will learn a little bit more, like 30%. And you, when you feel that thing, then you will learn a little bit more, like 50, 60%. But when you try to experiment that thing, now you will touch, you will try to smell, you will do the practical of that thing. So there you will see like more outcomes, more results.
Yes, yes.
So we have,
And
yeah,
also
if anybody,
English is a vast language. There is also many reason for learning. May be it any fluent speaker or a teacher, fluent speaker or teacher, or be it any kind of person. So we need to learn this language because English is a global language. We everybody knows it. Okay, and it's a vast language, and nobody
correct.
can say that I am omniscient. I know everything. Okay, so
Yes,
day by day we have to learn this language. We have to go to the depth of this language, and by
yes,
speaking
yes.
a lot we'll improve ourselves.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. We have to give time, and we need to have patience for learning this language, because it
Yes,
takes
yes,
time, and
it
we
takes
have
time.
to be ready for those time. We have to be ready for those process, that it will take time, and we need to be conscious for that thing. Otherwise, like if you are thinking that just by learning and I will be able to speak English just in a day or 2 days. So like it's not gonna happen. And many people are also selling courses for like learning speaking English, just learn the English in 1 month, in like 1.5 month,
No, no,
and the price
I don't.
is
I
like
don't
just
think that
kind of scam.
it will take just 1 month or 6 months, because learning this language or speaking this language, it's totally up to the learner, because there are
Yes.
lots of levels in this language, A,
Hmm.
B, C. So
BC.
we don't know that how much level they are, the speakers are. So
Yeah.
according to their level, they should work, they should hard work. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why we can't give them such types of courses, and that's why
Yeah.
many speakers are not able to speak properly. So they face
Right.
always lots of challenges, difficulties ahead.
Yes. Yes. We should not promise this type of thing, because we are lying. We should let the student know about the reality of this language, that it will take time, and you need to be consistent, because if you will not be consistent, then in any field you will succeed.
Yes, yes. This is a very good point. Consistency. Consistency is the key to success, I would say. So earlier I was not very consistent. So that's why I always remain inactive. Okay. So nowadays my
Yeah.
full focus has shifted on the speaking part. So that's why I'm a little bit improving myself day by day, I would say.
Right. Yeah, you are also
So
speaking very good English, and you are also
so
using some kind of very good words, because right now like
so
many people are speaking English, but they are unable to speak like the advanced words. They are unable to use the advanced word. I think like we should know, at least, even though like we are not using, but we should know, because maybe like the person whom we are talking with, so he is speaking some kind of advanced word, nah, using advanced word,
yes.
so that time we will be able to understand him. So we should know at least.
So I have told you that I have lot of vocabs in my mind, but sometimes
Yeah.
I get stuck also. Sometimes it happens also. But
Yes.
having those types of vocabs is another part. But we have to speak a lot. So that's why I try, whenever I get free time, I always try to speak to anyone. So this is the
Yes.
result of my speaking. You can see.
Yes. And yeah, so
And
what is the
also,
reason?
and you are also a very good speaker. There is no doubt.
Okay, okay. Yeah, just I'm trying to improve myself all the time. So
Okay, so
what is the reason of your YouTubing? Like, why do you want to be a YouTuber? Why are you uploading videos?
okay, so earlier I had two channels also related to English, and one is sports related. Okay, so I
Yeah,
during the Corona time I created those two channels, but
yeah,
at that time I was consistent, but after Corona period I was not consistent. So that's why
yes,
nowadays, as I am learning this language, speaking this language, so that's why I thought that I should create a English channel, so that I can upload the videos related to English, so that many beginners also get motivated and get learn something new, and I can also watch these videos after many years. Okay,
right,
so
right.
that's why
Yeah,
this is the reason for creating the YouTube channel, and I have just created this channel recently. Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
five or six, five, I can say 5 videos I have uploaded so far.
Yeah, yeah. I have visited your channel. Yes. So
So
yeah, we can present for other people now, because we belong to a very small village, and in village side people are not speaking English, but when we are speaking English, people are watching us on YouTube, so they also get motivation, they also get inspiration from us, and they also try to learn that if this person is able to speak English, then I
yes,
can also do. This is also a very good thing for changing our society, our places now.
yes, yes. So our conversation is going over 20 or 25 minutes. So I think we should
Yes.
wrap up our conversation, if you allow me.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Okay, so it was a very nice conversation with you, and thank you very much for joining me and giving me your time.
Yeah, thank you also very much for giving me your precious time. So have a good
Okay, okay.
day. Bye bye.
Have a good day. Yeah.